Beeshoek Mine found itself under intense scrutiny during a special meeting of the Tsantsabani Local Municipality Elected Council held today, where the company presented its 2024 to 2029 Social and Labour Plan. The mine informed council that despite the difficult economic conditions facing the mining industry and its reduced workforce, it remains committed to community development in Tsantsabani. Beeshoek announced that it will submit a Section 102 application to the Department of Mineral, Petroleum and Resources to amend certain commitments in its social and labour plan. The application will allow the company to align its projects with current operational realities while continue to meet its legal obligation subject to government approval. Beeshoek Mine announced several new projects, including support for early childhood development centers, the construction of 2 additional classrooms at Asmang Primary School, upgrades to roads in Postmasburg, improvements to water infrastructure at Postmasburg Hospital, and new enterprise and supplier development programs aimed at supporting local small businesses. The mine also confirmed that a broadcasting license had been approved for a new community radio station that will be operated by a local non-profit organization. However, while councillors welcomed the proposed projects, the presentation quickly turned into a heated yet interesting debate. The Democratic Alliance rejected the report, saying the people of Tsantsabani deserve a full account of how previous social and labour plans funds were spent rather than hearing about future plans.
Tijdens ons raadsvergadering vandag het die DA aangedui dat ons hierdie aanbieding van die Beeshoek Myn verwerp. Rede daarvoor is dat hulle die SLP commitment wat hulle gemaak het, wil hulle sny. Aan die eerste plek is alreeds mense in Beeshoek afgedank. Door die gevolg van die afkorting of die inkorting van hulle se commitment beteken nou dat daar SME's is wat hulle werk gaan verloor, wat beteken dat baie minder voedsel op huisgesinne se tafel sal wees. Baie mense gaan hulle se werk verloor. En behalwe dit, die ontwikkeling van ons dorp word dan ook agtergehou met die inkorting van hierdie SLP commitment van hulle.
The Save Tsantsabani coalition insisted that Beeshoek's executive management, not junior officials, must appear before council to answer questions directly to the people of Tsantsabani.
Namens die STC, ek Norman Poelers, wat gemandateer is om namens die gemeenskap van Postmasburg praat. Het ek geluister na 'n presentation wat gedoen was deur Beeshoek. Die STC se gevoel is simpel. Toe Beeshoek aansoek doen, toe het hulle senior personeel hiernatoe gestuur. Nou dat hulle die gemeenskap antwoorde moet gee, of die raad moet antwoorde gee, stuur hulle low-ranking officials om met ons te kom praat. So, ek reject die notion dat hulle toelaat dat ons moet met low-ranking officials moet praat. Ek reject dit totally. In STC dink ek is in 'n posisie om nou met low-rankings te gesels nie, want toe die aansoek gedoen was dit soos ek sê met senior personeel. So, GM Mrs. Horn, sy moet self kom en vir ons kom verduidelikings gee hoekom reduce hulle se commitments so minimaal, maar hulle gaan nog steeds operationeel aan. So my gevoel is, of STC se gevoel is dat die GM moet self kom en vir die raad kom antwoorde gee, sodat ons uitgaan gemeenskappe toe om die gemeenskap regte antwoorde te gee. Dankie.
The Economic Freedom Front echoed those concerns of Save Tsantsabani coalitions, stating that the people of Tsantsabani are demanding accountability, not presentations. Mayor Helena English challenged the mine over what she described as its historical responsibility to the people of Tsantsabani, while Municipal Manager Mr. Heinrich Matubela called for future presentations to be delivered by senior decision makers with the authority to answer council's questions, not junior officials at Beeshoek Mine. The stunning presentation of Beeshoek Mine concluded with one clear message. Tsantsabani Council wants greater transparency, full accountability and direct engagement from Beeshoek Mine's top management, not junior officials. Although the political parties has their own visions, views and perspectives, they spoke with one voice today to demand accountability from a mining giant for the people of Tsantsabani. Indeed, a loud and clear message to all local mines that do not live up to their commitments as filed with the DMR.
The Office of the Public Protector South Africa has launched a preliminary investigation into allegations of poor service delivery and maladministration by the Gasigonyane local municipality following a formal complaint lodged by members of the Orangeville community.
So dit lyk binne in die woonstelblok, mense pak op, hulle kan nie in hierdie stankreuk bly nie. Jy sal sien, ek kan vir julle wys hoe dat die woonstelle leeg staan, hoe dat mense besluit om eerder maar te gaan. Hulle kan nie hier betaal en in hierdie haglike toestande bly nie. Daar aan die ander kant is ook 'n huis leeg. Op die oomblik is dit al 8 woonstelhuise wat leeg is. Daar moet regtig ingegryp word. Dis hoe dit lyk. En dis vir hierdie rede waarom die DA noodgedwonge moes 'n skrewe stuur aan die Green Scorpions om in te gryp. Orangeville is besig om te verdrink in rioolwater. In die ander gebiede is daar pyplyne in die straat wat stikkend is, waar water drink, skoon water vloei, maar nog steeds word dit ook nie reggemaak nie.
The complaint outlined several long-standing service delivery concerns that residents say continue to threaten their health, safety, and quality of life. These include persistent sewage spillages, the proximity of the municipal landfill to residential areas and a primary school, inadequate refuse removal, unsafe open excavations, malfunctioning streetlights, irregular water supply, and exposed electrical infrastructure. According to the public protector, the community submitted a memorandum of demands to the municipality in February this year, but alleges that despite repeated attempts to engage municipal leaders, they received little meaningful feedback or intervention.
Dit is distriktraadslid eintlik. Ek staan hier in Vleistraat by 'n mynhou wat se water heeltemal uit die mynhou loop, van so 'n aard dat dit inbeweeg in 'n woonstelblok waar mense nie regtig meer eens in kan beweeg nie. Dis aangemeld by die munisipaliteit. Hulle trek skouers op. Hulle sê stryd, hulle het nie 'n lorry wat kan uitkom nie. Soos jy kan sien, beweeg daai hele rioolwater in die blok van die woonstelle. Tot daar ver agter 8 mense wat hier bly, het tans besluit om uit te trek want hulle kan nie in hierdie stank bly nie. Jy kan ook sien in die verte is iemand reeds besig om ook sy goed te pak. Ons het dringend hulp nodig. Die munisipaliteit trek skouers op. Enigste verskoning, hulle het nie 'n lorry nie. Ons het verneem die distrik het wel 'n lorry wat kan uitkom om hierdie riool op te suig. Ons het hulp nodig want die eienaar van hierdie privaat eiendom verloor inkomste omdat sy huurders uittrek. Dit is hoe dit lyk. En ons kan nie langer dit toelaat. Die kinders speel in hierdie water. Die stankreuk is van so 'n aard dat mense hulle eie kosse wat hulle kook nie eers op die stowe kan ruik nie.
The Public Protector has confirmed that an investigator has been assigned to the matter and that a preliminary investigation is currently underway to determine whether further action is warranted. In addition to improved service delivery, residents are calling for greater transparency regarding municipal budgets, service delivery plans, and the allocation of expenditure of public funds. While the Office of the Public Protector notes that the service delivery investigation can take up to 12 months to conclude, it has assured the Rangeville community that the matter is receiving the necessary attention and is being processed in accordance with the investigative mandate. Giovanni Langboy, reporting for Horizon Media, Kuruman in the Northern Cape.
Ek is Reggie Golaye van Reggie's Driving School in Kuruman en ek adverteer by Horizon Media.